warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alifya Putri. I want to explain about Pesta Baratan Jepara. Baratan tradition is Kalinyamatan Jepara People's Party welcoming the holy month of Ramadan. The Baratan tradition is the culture of the people of Kalinyamatan Jepara, Central Java, in welcoming the month of Ramadan. A tradition in the form of a lantern procession that is usually held since 15 days before the Ramadan. The term Baratan comes from the Arabic word Baratan, which means terbebas dari dosa, but it can also mean baroah or keselamatan, and barokah, which means barokah. The first implementation of the Baratan. The tradition begins after Maghrib prayer. After Maghrib prayer, they will remain into the mosque or musola to pray together. Surah Yasin is read 3 times and read the Nisuf prayer together. After that, they will eat and enjoy rice puli together. This is rice puli. Second, nasi puli unites the people. Women will cooperate together to process the food that is made and served only during Nipsusaban, namely puli rice. The people believe that this puli rice is a legacy from Sunan Kalijaga to unite the people at the time. Puli is made from rice, flour and glutinous rice, then sprinkled with coconut. Thus, the origin of the Baratan tradition. There are 3 historical versions of the Baratan tradition. First version, Sultan Hadirin or Syed Abdurrahman Arumi fought against Arya Panangsang and was injured. Then his wife Nyai Ratu Kalinyamatan or Retno Kencana took him home to Jepara escorted by soldiers and ladies in waiting. Many villages along the route passage by the entourage were named even leading up to the death of Sultan Hadirin. One example is when the group passage through a village suddenly smelled a fragrance from the body of the Sultan, so the village is now known as Purwokondo. Second version, after fighting against Arya Panangsang, Sultan Hadirin died and his body was brought home by his wife, Ratu Kalinyamat, back to Jepara. The incident took place at night, so people along the route who wanted to witness and welcome Queen Kalinyamat's entourage had to bring lighting tools. The lighting in the form of torch was carried by the poor, while for the nobility and the Chinese broke lanterns. Third version, every 15 days before Ramadan or Nusuk it is always commemorated by lighting a candle or torch in front of the house. Young people carry torch around the village because before that there was no electricity. At the time, many residents lit the tilah or lamp, which means tilah wedi marang Gusti Allah atau takut kepada Allah. And the last become tourist agenda. As the time progressed, the Baratan tradition was slightly changed because it was included in the tourism agenda of the Jepara Regency government. Serving procession is not like before, which was only done by children walking around the village. changing impasses and changing the prophet's prayer. However, Baratan tradition is also complemented by the ton of local wisdom about Queen Kalinyamat and the presence of Queen Kalinyamat and her troops. Then there are also the Queen Kalinyamat ballet performance, which is featured in the Baratan Party Jepara Cultural Festival. This performance Queen Kalinyamatan, and I think enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.